Hello Dollface, it's Kat here, and if you guys didn't know, I am a giant fan of Porter Robinson. He is literally my favorite musician of all time. And right now he has a project out called Virtual Self, which is just this really amazing, mind-blowing concept that I still haven't quite figured all of it out yet, but it is just so beautiful and so cool. And there's these characters of TechnicAngel and Pathselector, and they are so cool looking, and I just had to recreate it and become them because I couldn't help myself. It was just amazing, and the video for Ghost Voices just has got me so inspired. That one is my favorite song out of all of them. I love it, and I really just love this direction he's going, and I'm so excited because I'm seeing him on Friday in Miami for the Ultra After Party. I still can't believe I got tickets to that. I'm dying. I am dead on the floor, but I just cannot wait. So I thought to make the week go faster, I would film myself becoming these characters because they're just so cool and cute, and I just am so inspired. So if you would like to know how to turn yourself into Pathselector and TechnicAngel, please keep watching. The first look we're going to do is TechnicAngel, and to begin this we are going to start contouring out our nose. She has a very long, defined, but cutesy, soft nose, so I really want to make sure that I'm elongating my nose by contouring down the sides of it and also widening it a bit. I have a short little button nose and hers is longer and wider and very nice and delicate. So I'm going to go down the sides just to lengthen it up, and then just start shading on down towards my cheekbones just to make it look like it's wider. And then I'm going to also just start bringing my beauty blender to soften up those lines, and then again bringing it out towards the side of my nose, kind of closer to my cheeks than toward the bridge, and really laying it down onto my nostrils, really elongating that nose and making sure I'm really blending it out, making it soft. And then I'm bringing it down to my lower part of my nostril, the septum, and I'm going to actually contour that out to make it not look as upturned as it is. Then I'm going in with a very light powder, and I'm going to start running this down the middle and down the sides just to soften everything up a bit more, and to bring highlight to the center to really exaggerate that thickness and wideness of the nose. Then I'm going back in just to really get that bottom nose really blended out. I really want it to look perfect, and I'm just doing a little bit more onto the sides of the nostrils to add to the shape. Now her face is very slender and long, so I'm going to attempt to make my short tiny face do the same. So I'm going in with my contouring brush, and I'm really contouring the sides of my cheeks, really slimming me out. I really am trying to get the shape of her face. And then she has a little pouty cheek, so I'm going to add a little bit of contour underneath where my cheeks lie, not my actual cheekbone, but my cheeks, to make them look puffier. Then I'm going to conceal the first half of my brows. This is going to help again with that nose and make it look like it's up higher than it is. And I'm just going to blend it out and make sure it's all nice and concealed. And then I'm going to start drawing in my brows. Now, I shave off half my brows, so I didn't have to do much work, but you may want to glue down half your brows because their brows are very straight and not angled. So you want to go in with a brow powder and just start mapping out the shape of your brows. Try to make them as straight as possible as you can. I decided that this color really wasn't working for what I wanted and what the look kind of went for, so I went in with a warmer brown and went on top of the taupey brown that I had, just to give that little bit more of the warmth that she has in her eyebrows. So really just make them as nice and straight and clean as you possibly can. Now I'm going back into contouring the bridge of my nose, connecting my new eyebrow to my nose, really defining that nose. There's a lot of nose contouring going on in this video, I know, but it's literally the focus of what I wanted because her nose is very prominent in her face. Now we're going to start with the eyes, and I want to make my eyes look bigger since I was born with really tiny eyes, sadly. Her eyes are very big. If you have big eyes, you don't have to be this extra, but I'm going to go in with a light brown contouring shade, and I'm putting it right under my bottom eyelash, like really in where my lash line is. I'm going just like a little half a centimeter under it, just to give the illusion that that's where my eye bag actually is. And then I'm taking a white eyeliner, and I'm just going to line my waterline and really make it look like that's where my eye is, making them enlarge. If you want to, you don't have to do it as thick as I am and just do your normal waterline. This is just helping me give the appearance that I have bigger eyes. So I'm just going in and I'm just going to fill in that up, kind of like, you know, when you do anime eyes. And then I'm going to go into the corners a little bit just to connect the top and the bottom to add a little bit of that rounded shape that she has that I don't have. Then I'm taking a matte black eyeshadow and I'm just lining very softly underneath where I put that white to really exaggerate the darkness. She has some eyeliner on underneath, so I really want to make sure that that's what it looks like, but I'm not trying to go as harsh as a black line, so that's why I'm doing a shadow instead of a liner. And you really want to start mapping that out very softly. Keep working at it. Don't go too heavy-handed. You really want just a very light hand and just deepen it up as you go. And I'm going back in with my contouring shade, and I'm actually bringing that right above my crease because I'm trying to give the illusion that my crease is up higher than it actually is and that my eyes are larger than they are. So I'm bringing that right above where my natural crease is, and I'm just blending that out softly. And then I'm going to go in with that black eyeshadow again. I'm just lighting the top half of my lid and connecting it to that bottom, just so it's all cohesive in one eye. Just do another light hand again. We're not going really dark. She doesn't have a heavy makeup on. It's just liner and mascara, it looks like. And just a little bit of a naturally toned blushy on the eyelid itself. So I'm just taking a peach blush and I'm just applying it very lightly and blending it out throughout. It's not a lot of color, just a tiny bit, just to give a little extraness. And then my mascara, I'm applying it where the white eyeliner ends. So you don't want to do the entire lash. You just want to go where the white eyeliner ends on your lashes, because you don't want it to mess up and look like your lashes are coming out of your eyeball, because that would just be crazy. You want it to look like a natural lash line. So just go where you create your new waterline. Then I'm just going to apply a pair of false lashes off camera and meld my regular lashes in with them with mascara. And this is nothing too crazy, usual stuff. Just blend your eyelashes. And then I'm taking a matte black eyeshadow and I'm just going to blend that in even more with the upper eyelash, just really making sure it's nice and cohesive and not looking weird. And then I'm taking that same peachy blush that we used on the eyelid and I'm applying it right underneath my eye, just a little light touch. Don't go too heavy-handed. Resist. Just go a very light peachy blush underneath the eyes. And then I'm going to start concealing my mouth on the corners because her lips are very poutier and a little bit plumper than mine, so I'm going to give that illusion that mine are plumper. So I'm going in and concealing the sides and then just blending it out with my sponge, just so it's nice and even and not crazy looking. And then I'm just taking a very light peach lipstick and I'm applying this in my new lip line that I created. So just apply this all over your lips. Try to be as plump and round as you can, because her lips are very round and plump. Then I'm taking a lighter, nuder color that's a little bit warmer and I'm just pressing that into the center just to add a little bit of depth to my lips and so they're more plump looking. And then I'm going to start contouring underneath my lip with a light contouring shade just to make the bottom look plumper, and then on top of it just to add a little bit more zhuzh, I guess, just to add a little bit more contouring. It's just what I'm doing. And then I'm taking a little pencil liner and I'm actually going to draw downturn lines on where my smile lines are, just to make my mouth look a little bit longer like an animated mouth would. So like, you know how like when you would draw a mouth and there's like the line and then you have the lips? That's where I was kind of going for a little anime mouth. And now I'm just taking a matte brown eyeshadow and a pencil brush and I am just going to be dotting freckles all over my face really sporadically and fast because we don't want to have any type of pattern. These are just some normal freckles, so just powder them all over as much as you can and put them all over your nose bridge and underneath your eyes. And then also go with a lighter taupier brown shade and just apply a few more of those freckles in between. This is just going to make them look a little tiny bit more natural and a little bit more dimensional because you got all the extra freckle colors on there. And now we're moving on to Pathselector. To start this off, I'm going in with an actual face cast that I have. This isn't my real face cast, it's the mold of the face cast. I didn't want to mess up my regular face cast just in case. So I'm going in and I'm just going to be taking... Now I'm going in with some very lightweight clay. This is like that air dry clay that's kind of foamy. It's Modelite. It's super soft and airy and it dries overnight. So I'm taking that and I'm just going to start shaping out the map. I'm looking at a reference photo as I do this just to give the shape of the mask that they have. It's kind of hard to explain how I'm sculpting it because I'm just looking at the picture and doing it. At first I'm just making sure that I have the basic shape and then I'm going to go in with all the details and pressing in the eyes and sharpening the corners. You just got to keep working at it until it looks perfect to you. I think it's easier to do it on a face cast because you can have it mold directly to your face. And I chose this clay because it's going to be very lightweight and easy to attach to the face later, so I don't have to worry about it falling off. So just keep working at your clay and making sure that you have the shape that you want. and in between it you just want to make sure you're smoothing out all the lines. Now it's very difficult to do with this type of clay. I chose this more for comfort than actual practicality, I guess, but just keep working at it and just work at it and it'll look as smooth as you can get it. If you can use a different clay, go ahead, but this is just a really nice one to work with and it's very lightweight and it takes a little extra work to smooth out, but it's worth it. So just keep doing that. Once you get the shape you want and that it looks as close to your reference photo as you can, you're just going to leave it to dry overnight, and then once it's completely dry, you're going to start doing the painting process. I am just using a gold acrylic paint and I am just painting the entire thing, making sure I got everything colored. I did about 2 layers of this just to really make sure it was very opaque and very colorful. Now we're moving on to the face. I have my foundation on already. I'm not doing concealer or anything crazy because you really don't see the face. So I'm actually just going to do like I did before, where I'm contouring my face to make it look longer and slimmer because they have a very slim, long face. So I'm really going in with that powder and making sure that I am completely contoured. It's a lot of chiseling. I have a giant face and they have a tiny face, so just keep chiseling as much as you can. And then to actually make my face look longer, I'm actually going to start drawing in my contour right above my natural contour, just really lifting up the face higher and thinning it out. So just draw it right up there and blend it out nice and soft. And then I'm just going to do a little tiny bit of nose contouring, and I'm just going to make my nose appear as thinner because their nose seems a bit thinner. It's kind of buttony like mine a bit, so I didn't care too much about the shape. I just wanted to thin it a bit more and just give it a little bit of extra definition. And then I'm just going to go in with a light powder and bring that down the center just to add a little bit of brightness to the tip of my nose and exaggerate that shape even more. Also bring that powder to my chin just to bring it forward some. Again, more exaggeration on the points that are forward. And then I'm just drawing a little beauty mark on top of my lip. It looks like in the picture when I zoomed up that she has one there, so I'm just going to draw that there. I'm going in with a nude lipstick and I'm just going to apply this into the center of my lip, and then I'm going in with a clean finger and I'm just blending it out so it's very, very soft. I don't want any harsh edges. I want a very soft blended lip, and I'm going to blend a little bit up into the upper lip as well. And then I'm taking a darker red lipstick and I'm applying a very little amount of this, and this is going to go back and I'm going to do the same thing as I did before, slightly blending it out so it's a little bit of a blurry lip, making sure there's no harsh edges. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer and I'm going to conceal my upper lip just to kind of make sure it's more blended out again. As I said, I don't want a very harsh line. Then I'm just going to take my mask and some spirit gum and I'm going to start applying this by just applying the spirit gum on higher points of my face where the mask will be touching. You don't want to put it anywhere else, just where the mask will be touching your face. And then make sure to tap it so it gets all nice and tacky so your mask has something to stick to. And then take your mask and stick it up. You want to make sure that's a little bit slightly higher of your nose bridge and that your little bottom of your nose is sticking out. After this you won't be able to see, so you really won't be able to check yourself, so have a friend help you if you must. And now that I'm completely blind, it's probably time to just head on to the outro. Again, I am just so inspired by Virtual Self and just this whole project. It's so amazing. I love the characters, I love the music, I love the videos, I just love the whole look of it. It's just so cool, and I am just can't wait to see what else comes in store. I am so excited for Friday when I see the 3 hours set in Miami. I'm literally gonna probably die. I can't even, I just want to live in the moment already. This was just so much fun to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I would just be really, really rad. And you know what? In the comments below, leave down what your favorite Virtual Self song is, or even just your favorite Porter Robinson song. I'd love to know. I am just a huge fan. So thank you guys again so much. I hope you stay lovely. Bye!